Binance could list some Cardano native tokens, and the big thing you want to ask yourself is, how does this affect Cardano native tokens? How does this affect IAG, Hunt, SNEC, Dedi, all of the favorite tokens that we talk about on this channel? How does this affect them? Really, I think that there's three things that could happen, three scenarios, and three things you should be looking out for. First, why is this speculation happening? What has caused the speculation and the hype around the Binance listing? Second, what happens when an asset gets listed on Binance, and will Cardano native tokens have that average experience of pump, dump, gain? What is it? What's going to happen to them? Third, if we think all this is going to happen, if we have the speculation, if we have the price talk, if we have the hype, what can you do to put yourself in the best position to take advantage of the expected price pump with a Binance listing? How do you get in on the action? How do you get some of those gains? And how do you position yourself appropriately right now? Okay, so first, where did the hype come from and why is the speculation happening? There's two big reasons. The first reason is that the Cardano Foundation reached out to Cardano projects, some big blue chip projects on Cardano like SNEC, like Hunt, like all of these things. They all posted on Twitter saying, we were told to apply for relisting on Binance, and many of them are reapplying for listing on Binance. This has caused the first wave of speculation, the first wave of hype. Why would the Cardano Foundation tell the SNEC team to relist for a Binance when they don't know something? Like, why would they say that, right? Second, the Binance CEO will be attending the Cardano Summit in 2024 out in Dubai, and will have a fireside chat with the Cardano Foundation CEO. So we have the Binance CEO and the Cardano Foundation CEO talking together, gonna have a great talk. Not really sure what it's gonna be about, but they're going to talk at the Cardano Summit, and Binance is actually sponsoring the Cardano Summit. So Binance is aware of Cardano. They're aware of Cardano's existence. They're aware of the tokens. They're aware of what's going on. This is some great hype building material, marketing material, speculation building material. Why would the Cardano Foundation say to go ahead and apply for relisting at the same time that the Binance CEO and Binance is supporting the Cardano Foundation if there was not some great news to come from this? That's just the hype though. That's just the hype. That's the speculation. And when you're trying to invest like this, you got to use a little bit of speculation to your advantage. Okay, so we can consider maybe some Cardano native tokens, especially the larger blue chip ones like WMT, IAG, SNEC. They might get listed on Binance, right? Binance is aware of Cardano. They are working together for the Cardano Summit, and they're going to have open conversations. So if we think that a listing could happen, the second question we want to ask ourselves is, what happens to an asset? Specifically, like, what's going to happen to SNEC if it gets listed on Binance? What is the average experience for getting listed on Binance? Well, thankfully for us, some analysts did the research. And they said that the average token listed on Binance for the first day it's listed on Binance has a 41% increase in price. The second day, on average, it has a 24% increase in price. And the first 5-day increase in price on average is 91%. So if SNEC gets listed on Binance, we could realistically expect a 91% increase in the SNEC price within the first week that SNEC is listed on Binance. Same with IAG, same with WMT. We can expect a big gain, but we can also expect a big drop. These analysts also said that after the first 2 weeks of being listed on Binance, the gains that you make, the 91%, the 41%, the 24% over the first week, those gains typically fall off after about 2 weeks. So you get this big hype, this big pump, this big cycle. You basically get a 2x, a double in price with 100% return. But after the first few weeks of listing, you can expect that price appreciation to go back away and kind of settle back in, form a new low, and kind of get back into an accumulation phase. But really, a 2x is great, but we're in crypto for more than a 2x. So if Binance listing gets you a 2x, how do we really get more than that? I feel like when I hear about a Binance listing, I think of thousands of percent returns. I think of a 10x, right? SNEC gets listed on Binance, I think it will 10x because Binance has like $7 billion in trading volume or something, right? We know that the Binance effect happens. Assets get listed on Binance and they go up, but we don't really think it's a 2x. So where is all of the other money that people talk about coming from? So we expect price to go up. We expect these things to happen. How do we take advantage as normal retail investors in the Cardano ecosystem? What do we do now in order to get ourselves in that position to make the most of these things that we think are going to happen? This is where speculation comes into play, because you never know what actually is going to happen. But if we're going to speculate that some of these big blue chip Cardano tokens get listed on Binance, how do we speculate into a position today? Well, there's 4 things that people tried. Doing some research on Reddit, people tried investing into the newly listed tokens as they were newly listed because of all the liquidity, because of all the bots and the arbitrage bots and the other things happening by experienced developers on Binance. Investing into newly listed tokens almost never works out. You can never buy into the token fast enough, faster than bots, and then there's not enough volume. There's not enough liquidity. There's not enough resources for everyone to make the trade that they want to make. And this is why you get those really large first day, second day candles, tons of volatility, and your market order probably doesn't fill. So buying the newly listed token as they're newly listed is a recipe for disaster, and your order is just not going to go through. So that's not a viable option. The second thing people did was they made their own bots and their own APIs. This did not work at all either because most people just are not skilled enough to make the bot or make the API good enough, fast enough to compete with the top bots, the top APIs, the top volume, the top market makers, right? And if you don't know how to do this now, there's no way you're going to learn by the time one of these tokens gets listed on Binance. So that's not really an option either, all right? The third thing people did, which I think this is very wise, is, but you're accepting that you're not getting gains, but it's very wise. They said, okay, we're just not going to worry about newly listed tokens on Binance. I think that's a great option, but you are willingly accepting that you're not getting those gains. To us, that's not really an option we want to take because we're in Cardano before Cardano gets listed. We're not trying to catch up after the fact. So since we are here before, the fourth option is what we should do. And the fourth option says that you must be invested. People found that you must be invested before Binance even announces that they're going to list the token. So when we talk about the Binance effect and getting all the gains from Binance, the day that it's listed, you might get your first 5-day pump 100%. But the real gains are made when Binance announces that it's going to list. This could be a week, 2, 3 weeks before the actual listing, but Binance puts out these newsletters, these media reports, and they say, we're listing these tokens in the coming weeks. We're listing these tokens in the coming weeks. On the day that they announce that they're going to list the token, tokens usually pump a massive amount. Really, the ideal strategy here is we want to be invested in the token before Binance announces that it's going to list it. We don't want to invest in the token after they actually list it. After they actually list it, you can get 100% return, but then the gains will fall off. Investing before they even announce the listing is where most people make the majority of their money. So we know that this is pure speculation right now, but we have good reason for the speculation. Binance is paying attention to Cardano. They're paying attention to the Cardano Summit this year in 2024. They're paying attention to projects. They're paying attention to developments of what's happening. I think Cardano should get a little bit more respect than it has, and it has the attention of the media and of the major crypto players, and we're seeing that with this Binance partnership for the Summit. We also know that when an asset gets listed on Binance, it does pump. It does well due to volume, liquidity, bots, resources that are on Binance, right? There are a lot of people on Binance. A lot of money is on Binance. Newly listed tokens get that volume. Third, we know that in order to get the gains from the token, this massive Binance token or Binance effect that you hear from newly listed tokens, you need to be invested into the token before Binance even announces that they're going to list it. Not when they list it, not as they list it, not after they list it, but before they even announce that they're going to list it. This could be a few weeks before they even list it. So that would be right now. If you're watching this video, what should you do right now in order to kind of get in on the speculation, get in on the hype, so that if a Cardano native asset gets listed on Binance, you can get the 10x return, the 5x return, the 2x return, any of those numbers, right? How do you get it? Well, my suggestion to you would be to get in on some of the biggest blue chip projects in Cardano. Typically, I like to invest in projects on Cardano less than 50 million market cap because it gives me the best opportunity for a 100x in my opinion. But we can also look at some of the blue chips on Cardano and just get some massive returns from potential Binance listings. Ones that I think are some of the biggest Cardano projects you might want to look at is World Mobile Token. That is a massive blue chip project that could have the eyes of Binance. I think SNEC is a very good contender to get listed on Binance because they posted in the Discord. Cardano Foundation told us to apply for relisting. I think IAG is another good one just because it's one of the larger, bigger volumes, bigger market cap blue chip projects on Cardano, and it has some partnerships in the work with real world companies. You can also take this theory and say if WMT or IAG or SNEC gets listed on Binance, then smaller projects have a better chance of getting listed on Binance, and you could potentially get some gains off of that as well. I typically invest, the 4 projects I'm invested in on Cardano are LenFi, Hunt, IAG, and NVL. If IAG gets listed on Binance, what are the odds that Hunt or NVL gets listed on Binance? These are the things you got to ask yourself as a savvy value investor in the crypto space. Cardano is definitely undervalued. Some CNTs are very undervalued. And I think if one asset gets listed on Binance, we could see multiple assets getting listed on Binance. What you need to do today is find some projects you like on Cardano. If you want to take advantage of this hype and speculation and possibility, find some blue chips you like on Cardano, find them, have a good reason to invest into them, do some research on them, and then invest in them before the announcements happens. That would be the best way to get the price appreciation. Now, nobody's saying that Binance is definitely going to list these projects, but based on the cumulative factor of Binance supporting Cardano in the summit, Cardano Foundation talking to Binance, and then Cardano Foundation talking to projects saying to apply for relisting, I think we have a pretty good chance at actually getting some listings here. I think that would be a very good step for the Cardano ecosystem. This is also in line with Cardano being available on Chainlink oracles, Chainlink data streams, and then Cardano also being available on Dex Screener. So Cardano is getting integrated with more and more of the crypto ecosystem every single day, every single week, and I think this must be bullish things for Cardano. If you have any questions on how to pick blue chip projects or do fundamental analysis or do tokenomic analysis and find tokens that could be listed on Binance, down in the description is my Crypto 100x blueprint. It's my 7 steps of how I am attempting to 100x my portfolio. But in there, there's a few steps on fundamental analysis, tokenomic analysis, chart analysis, and how I pick my projects. All right. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you're a little bit bullish on Cardano because of this news. Let me know in the comments if you think your favorite project or which project is going to get listed on Binance. Other than that, hope you have a good day. See you in the next one.